Hello and welcome to Channel Divinity, a 5th edition actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast where we break Cassiel's heart. I'm Trent, I'm your DM for this homebrew campaign, and going around the table I have with me...
David, and I play the Broken Heart.
I'm Dean, and I play Vesper Ravenwing.
I'm Gordon, and I play the depressed one.
And last time on Channel Divinity... Dean, what happened?
So, we were all gonna just go do our own things before we head out of Stemdale and go back to Stagrest. Vesper said hi to Eliza. Eliza's gonna come with them, go meet Stag and Sharon.
Let's go.
Blank found out that the magic crafters have been implanting, like, camera eyes or something like that into stray dogs and cats, and he got his contract with Jules nullified, and yeah.
That's a win.
That's a mega win. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Cass is sad. That's pretty much it. Just kidding. Cass got some sending stones and sent a message to his daughter Belle while looking at the lookalike Anne. And he heard a pretty depressing message that basically said, "Kill me." And then evil Anne looked at him with an evil grin. And then he sent a message to his mom, and his mom was like, "I'm a mom, comfort you." Basically.
Yeah, something like that. She said something along those lines.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. All right, we're going to pick up with it bright and early in the morning at 6 a.m. 6 a.m., you hear a knocking, a really harsh knocking on your door, and a voice that says, "Hey, come on, it's bright and early in the morning. We got to get going. I got to meet these other fellows worshippers of Chetta. It's going to be so much fun."
Vesper groans, because I think we've established he's not a morning person.
Yeah.
Cassiel is already awake. He's an old man. He gets up early too.
Blank starts up, just starts stretching again.
All right.
What was that roll for?
Blank, quick question.
Yeah.
How do you sleep at night? I know you go into
I don't
Sentry's
sleep.
Rest.
I go into Sentry's Rest so I can
Do you
hear
lay
and
in?
see
Do
everything.
you lay in the bed?
I usually stand up. That's what we've established. I stand up at like the back end of the room.
Okay, cool.
Just ominously over the bed while Cassiel sleeps.
That's not horrifying at all.
Can I make a perception check as like the Sentry's Rest, or do I just see
what's your
something
passive
happen?
perception?
Oh, it's wisdom. Hold on. How do I calculate?
It should be 10 plus your wisdom plus your proficiency bonus if you're proficient in it.
Oh, hold on. That's not an 11.
I just realized that this pertains to me. Because I'm in the room.
Yeah, maybe.
So 10 plus my wisdom plus my proficiency?
If you're proficient in perception.
16.
Okay. With a 16, you did not notice anything last night.
What? You can't drop something like that and say I don't see anything.
I can and I did. Cassiel, you don't wake up. You got a dagger in your chest. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding. No, yeah, you wake up perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with anything in your room.
Since we hear like the banging in the room next door and we hear a familiar voice, well, and it's kind of up anyway, I'll just go and I'll give Henry the cat, which is nameless still, and the letter.
Yeah. Henry. I'll take care of him. Give him back to Susie.
Thank you, Henry. Means a lot.
Later. Eliza goes like, "How do you understand him? What are you even saying?" Eliza's just like speechless, just kind of like stuttering, looking at Henry.
Yeah.
That's just how he speaks. Once you live with him for 2 months, you can kind of pick out what he says, but...
My favorite.
Oh, thanks, man. I'll give him a high five to the one arm that's still there.
Okay, he high fives you with that arm.
Yeah.
Freya sleeps on Vesper's head during the night.
Okay.
So he pushes her off, and then they get up.
All right, cool. As you come downstairs, Eliza's like, "Finally, stupid sleepyhead. Come on, let's go."
He just reaches over and like messes up her hat. Like says her habit. Is she wearing a habit?
No.
Oh.
She is wearing civilian travel clothing. She's got like a basic like just white shirt and black pants, but then she's got like a leather vest over the white shirt. And she's got like her sleeves rolled up from like a long sleeve white shirt, and she's got like a headband on holding her hair back.
So she says that, and as Vesper's walking by to go get breakfast, he just reaches forward and grabs her headband and pushes it down over her eyes.
What are you doing,
And,
Vesper?
and then he just keeps walking.
She puts it back up and kind of fixes her hair. It's like, puts her hands on her hips. Ugh, stupid. And then follows you out the door.
He turns and goes, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you.
She goes, ooh, that's a good one, 4-year-old.
As we're leaving, Blank's gonna say bye to Henry and tip him a coin.
Blank. As you get outside, you see there is like a handcart with a bunch of bumpy stuff under a big cloth that looks like the burned up
Statues?
no the burned up curtains.
Oh, yeah. Vesper puts his statue in the cart as well.
Okay,
And
she
he's
says
just going to sit there eating a croissant
croissant. All right, cool.
for his breakfast.
Do we have anything else in the room that we need to like grab?
Your drone
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
and your safe.
grab the drone and oh yeah, Cassiel, do you want to grab that?
Yes, for sure. He's got it on him. Oh, by the way, Cassiel may have slept last night, but it was nothing but a few words in his daughter's voice, repeating over and over again. I would say he probably has a point of exhaustion.
If you want to give yourself a point of exhaustion, I'm fine.
I
with
think
that.
he has one.
All right, cool. You didn't sleep last night then, really. It was just nightmares. But you did wake up this morning with 6 temporary hit points. I'm just going to tell you this right now. You're going to wake up every morning with 6 temporary hit points from now on.
Are those the hit points he lost before?
Those are the hit points he lost before.
And they're now 10 hit points.
They are now 10 hit points, which means they cannot be healed up anymore, but he does wake up with them still.
This is complicating my health pool.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That also means I can't get temp hit points from normal sources now.
Yep, 10 hit points from normal sources will replace the 6 that you have there.
Dang.
Yeah.
Eliza looks at you and says, "Hey, Vesper, because you put your statue in there, you want to pull my handcart for you? Thanks so much, buddy." And she like pats you
This
on
is
the
a
back.
hand cart?
Yeah, it's a handcart.
Have
Fine.
Freya do it. She's stronger than all of us combined.
True. All right, fine.
Freya is still asleep on your head, like curled up in a ball on top of your head.
On my, she's too big to be like,
All right, around your shoulders.
balanced on my head.
Then. Around your
Yeah.
shoulders, then.
Okay. All right, fine. Vesper's
I-
probably building a lot of muscle since he has like a dog on his shoulders
It's true.
constantly.
Your shoulders are like slowly widening.
Can I cast animal friendship
On what?
on just like one of the like bigger animals that I met in the shelter and then have it help us pull the cart?
Are they nearby?
No, they're not really nearby.
They're not
'cause
really
this is in the
nearby?
morning, and also like all of the bigger animals are definitely owned by someone,
Okay.
so you'd have to like steal them.
He just gets a bunch of dogs and we do dog sled time.
Stray dogs.
Yo, actually,
You could have, but it's too late at this point because you've already let all the strays go. But
All right. Okay, guys, you ready to go?
Yep, let's head out. Everyone said their goodbyes and already?
Eliza goes, "I have nobody to say goodbye to," and gives you a thumbs up.
That's because we're all coming with you.
Yep, my only friends. I mean, that's not true. I've got a lot of friends. I mean, like the Chancellor is one of my friends, and like that Black Dragonborn that came by is one of my friends. And
So she says, but I've never seen the Chancellor actually visit
she
her.
does come, and she kind of like puffs her cheeks out a little bit.
And yeah, we're just gonna start walking.
All right.
Vesper's gonna continue to tease her relentlessly.
That's fair. She teases back occasionally. You get to the front gate, and there are like 10 guards at the front gate. And one of them steps forward and says, "Whoa, where y'all headed?"
Cassiel will kind of step forward. We're heading to Stagrest.
All right, very well. Can we search through your stuff real quick? There was a robbery last night at Mountains Bane Manor. Stole some stuff from him. So, gonna need to just look through your stuff real quick, make sure you don't have any of the stolen stuff, and then you can get on your way.
Sure, go for it.
All right, and they search through your stuff. Any of you hiding anything you don't want to be found?
Are they searching through like the stuff on our persons as well, or just the cart?
Yeah, they're searching through like your person and the stuff on the cart.
No, Vesper doesn't have anything he's hiding.
All right, cool. They search through this stuff. They're like, "Ooh, the statue here is pretty valuable. Keep it safe."
Yes.
covers it up again. Well, looks like you don't have what we're looking for. We'll see y'all later.
They're not questioning the safe at all?
We opened it for him.
Oh, okay.
Did you? They weren't going to question it. They look
weren't
at it
gonna
and they go,
Yeah.
yeah, they go, this
I bet
isn't
the sword got stolen.
they go, this isn't big enough to hold
you're
what
right.
was stolen.
Oh, shoot. The sword might have... Okay.
Yeah, the thing that was stolen is about this long, and he holds out his hands in
The
the
ghost
length,
of Sang.
holds out his
Yeah.
hands in the length of a sword.
If they ask to see the safe, we'll open it.
They don't.
Cool.
They don't.
Okay.
It's not big enough to hold what was
Actually,
stolen.
now that I think about it, Cassiel is planning on coming back here,
Mhm.
so he might have just left the safe in his room.
But
The safe has the crystal.
it
in
has the crystal.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah, if you left that in your room, Blank would be in trouble.
Wait,
I would be in
sir,
trouble.
was the sword stolen?
He looks at you suddenly. How do you know the sword was stolen?
Because I've been in their manor before and they showed it to me. Actually, just a few weeks ago. Wait, no, 2 days ago.
Yeah, a couple days ago. He looks at you and says, "It's awfully suspicious, son,
That I know about it?
that 2 days before it gets stolen, you were shown it."
I mean, I don't have it, obviously.
Yeah, you don't have it on you, and Lord Mountainsbane said if it's in the city still, he can find it. So we're just checking to make sure it doesn't leave. So, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Please leave.
All right. Okay, thank you.
All right. And you...
All right, Eliza, I think it's your turn to push the cart.
She...
Can I cast Enhance Ability on myself and pull the cart?
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
Oh, thank Blank.
She was,
I got
thank you
you.
so much, Blank. You're such a kind, amazing gentleman, unlike some people that I know. Vesper.
He just sticks his tongue out at her.
Vesper's kind-hearted. What are you talking about?
He just tried to make me pull the cart. I'm a delicate woman. I can't
You
pull
also put all of the statues in the cart, which I am now pulling for you.
I know, thank you. That's why I said thank you to you.
Are you sure you need all of these statues?
Well, I mean, I can't leave them behind. So,
You definitely could.
What if they got stolen, though? Then one of the gods wouldn't be able to be worshipped. That seems like a problem to me.
You could just, like, I don't know, draw the symbol and worship them that way?
What? That's ludicrous. There's
What's-
no way I could do that.
What's the point of their symbols then?
So like you can write them down on like a paper or like a scroll or like a something else, but like the statue is what you pray to. You don't pray to a symbol. The symbol just represents them.
So does a statue.
Well, the statue
Oh,
represents
Blank's got
them.
a point there.
Statue represents them in a more physical way, and the symbol represents them more in like a writing way. Like I don't want it's like shorthand. I don't want to write the name Acheta, so I just draw the two horns. Or I want to be fancy like, so I draw the two horns anyways. And write Acheta.
Either way,
Boom!
that's okay. I will pull this cart. That's totally fine.
I appreciate you, Blank.
It only lasts an hour, so can I use the rest of my spell
She
slots to...
casts Bless on you, her, and Cassiel.
That's just for saving.
what?
That's just for saving throws.
Oh, no, you're right. Bless is for attacks and saving throws.
Guidance would be
Guidance. She casts Guidance on you.
Cool. I
She
could
can
have done
keep
that
doing
myself.
Yeah, and she keeps doing that to you, though.
Okay.
Just every once in a while, she just pats you on the shoulder, maybe once every 10-ish minutes.
Vesper says, like, how come you didn't do that when I was pushing the cart?
She just turns and sticks her tongue out at you.
Can I reach over and pull her headband down like Vesper did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
She looks at you, goes, "Why?" Puts it back.
Vesper fist bumps Blank.
I'll fist bump you back.
All right, you continue to travel. You travel for the whole day. I
I
should
think
get a
so, yeah. I think we traveled the whole day.
Yeah, we're just heading to Stagrest.
All right. Okay, as you are moving through on the first day, it's getting close to the end of the first day. You all hear a roar. And then you look up. And you see a dragon.
What?
A enormous dragon. Like, I'm talking 60 to 80 foot wingspan. High up in the sky above you. Flying incredibly fast. It is a massive white dragon. And it flies overhead, roars, and just keeps flying north.
As it's flying overhead, Merlin style, Vesper's gonna yell, Dragon! In Draconic.
Okay.
It doesn't hear.
No, it doesn't hear. Well,
Dang
actually,
it.
let me roll. It does hear you, but it doesn't care.
As
And-
Vesper's yelling, Cassiel's like, everyone take cover! And he like grabs like Eliza and like moves her off to the side and like pushes her and him under like a log or something.
Does this resemble Freya at all, or no?
No, not at all.
So I'm
Freya's
just gonna look at
platinum.
it in the middle of the road, just holding the cart, just looking up.
All right.
He's never
Vesper
seen
doesn't
this.
hide.
Yeah, okay.
His hometown talks about dragons a decent amount.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of them are sorcerers. If you remember the thing, a lot of them have draconic bloodline sorcerer, and so like he's amazed, but he's not like scared.
And it flies overhead and just continues to fly north.
What? Guys, did you see that? That was a dragon!
Yeah, and you shouted out to it. Are you crazy?
Well, I mean,
What if it was bad? White ones are bad, right?
The lore about dragons in this world that all of you would know is that they were alive a very long time ago, and they're pretty much all dead now. They lived with the kind of the same-ish place where the Dragonborn say they lived, and I can do this in character. Eliza goes, no, the dragons aren't bad. They lived on the same island as the Dragonborns did. The Black Dragonborn told me about that. He said that there used to be tons and tons and tons of dragons, but when their island disappeared, all of the dragons on it also disappeared, so there's really not a lot of dragons left.
I've read a lot of stories about them too. They're so cool.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually that evil. I mean, they're supposed to be very intelligent.
Intelligent
Blake's
things
head.
can be evil though too.
That's
so
true. I mean, but like they're just as evil as a human is.
I don't. Yeah.
If a human chooses to be evil, he's evil. If a human chooses to be good, it's good. It's
A
just
dragon can just step on us and squish us.
Exactly.
a human could just like stab us in the heart with a sword. So
That's
like,
true.
it's
But that was
almo-
so
it's-
cool. Did you see how big it was?
It was really cool.
How does Freya react?
Freya was asleep.
Dang it! Is she awake now? Did she wake up when I
woke
yelled dragon?
She woke up when it roared and kind of like sleepily looked at it and then kind of stood to attention and was like, and just stared at it.
Freya, did you see that?
Yeah, I did. That was pretty cool. Hey, listen, I want to fly like that one day too.
I hope you do. And he pets her and he rubs the nubs on her back that are starting to grow.
She reaches back and kind of chews on one of the nubs where wings are going to eventually grow.
He basically Blank is just like looking at the dragon the entire time.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
19.
You see it breathe ice all over Stemdale, and Stemdale is gone.
No.
I'm just kidding. You see it fly right over Stemdale, though, in the distance. So you're sure that a lot of people in Stemdale just freaked out.
Dang. Blank just tracked it like an owl, like his head just whoop,
Yeah.
completely 90-degree rotated.
Blank, have you seen one of those before?
Or 180. No, I haven't.
Roll me a history check, Blank.
What do you mean history check?
I mean, roll me a history check.
Nat 20.
Really?
Yep.
You say, no, I haven't, and then you get a flashback.
Oh.
What?
You are standing in a cave with that beautiful brown-haired woman that you saw previously, the human woman. I described her a while ago. And you are both looking up at a massive silver dragon on a hoard of treasure. And as behind you, you have Erica and the the four other shadowy figures that you can't really recognize yet. And the woman that you're standing next to in the front kind of takes a step forward and is talking to the dragon. And you can't really hear the words that are said, but they're talking, they're communicating. And the dragon rears its head back and starts laughing. And then you come out of the memory.
Blank kind of like, as he's saying like, no, I don't. As he's having this memory, he kind of rubs his head and then he's going to dismiss it kind of angrily.
Okay.
That's so cool.
That is really, really cool. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What?
Blank, what were you up to in your past life?
Being a level 20 hero, that's what.
Well, I don't know about that.
Cassiel will probably just be quiet in the back the rest of the trip.
Cool.
Yeah, we keep walking then.
All right, you keep walking, and end of the day, y'all sitting around the campfire. Eliza won't shut up. I'm not going to do it, but she won't shut up. Kind of talking about the dragon, actually, a lot.
Vesper is equally not shutting up because he's kind of geeking out as well.
Cool.
Blank's just sitting quietly. Like, he'll chime in every once in a while, but he won't say much.
All right.
Cassiel just goes to bed early.
Yeah. Eliza goes to bed early as well. Or early-ish.
Blank won't go to bed. He'll just stare up at the stars. He won't go into Sentry's Rest for a while.
And Vesper?
But Vesper goes to bed. Well, Blank, are you okay with watching the night?
Yeah, I can do that, and he'll stand up and find a good tree to stand behind, and then watch over the camp.
All right, cool. You're actually on like the plains.
Oh, okay. So
there's
just
not really trees.
Okay, so I can just I'll just stand up in the middle.
Plains first.
Yeah,
and then...
plains before forest. You haven't reached the forest yet. You're on the plains in like the farmland area.
Got you. Yeah, he'll look at the camp, and then every once in a while he'll look up at the stars.
The night passes peacefully.
That was the coolest random encounter ever.
Yeah, that was
wild.
That's one of the random encounters on the table.
Cassiel probably didn't sleep that night either, so he'll take a second point of exhaustion.
Okay, your walking speed gets
Wow.
reduced then at that point.
No, that's the third one, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's the second one.
Is it?
Yeah. First one is ability checks are half. Second one is movement speed is halved. Third one is attacks and saving rolls are halved.
Oh, I was switching the second and third one then.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, he is too.
Okay, you have two.
He's still pretty fast. He's got those.
That's true.
Sky
He's got the Sky
Michaels.
Michaels, but you're still only moving at like 17 feet a turn versus the 30 foot a turn, 35 foot a turn. So,
but it's probably keeping up with the cart.
Yeah, and we're not moving
true.
full speed.
You're not moving
anyways.
full speed, and you're pulling a cart. Which
So
is
he has to put more effort in to keep up.
Yeah,
But
yeah, you're able to keep up, but you're not able to hide the exhaustion anymore.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, you just look exhausted, and you continue to walk.
After a couple of hours, Cassiel, are you okay? You look kind of tired.
Yeah, I am. I'm pretty tired. I'm just not getting the best sleep.
Do you want to sleep in the cart? Like, I don't know if you could find a spot that's flat. But...
No, I can walk. It's fine. We're just like a day's travel away, so we'll be fine.
Okay, if you do get tired, you can hop in there, and
Thank you, Blank. I appreciate that.
I'll try and avoid the rocks if you do that.
It's alright. I'll probably walk for as much as I can.
Okay. And I'm gonna cast Good Berry and give out some of the berries, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sweet.
You eat one berry and it heals you 1 hit point, and you are sustained with enough nourishments for the rest of the day. That's a pretty sick spell. On this journey, on this day, you enter into the forest around midday-ish, and y'all level up. Y'all are level 4 now.
Yes, let's go.
leveling up.
For everything that happened in the the last several days with like the demons and the auction and just everything.
The emotional turmoil.
Yeah. Actually, Cassiel levels down for the emotional turmoil.
Emotional, damn.
Sounds about right.
Lose more HP. No, I'm just kidding. We are going to roll that HP on air, though. So
Okay, just do it right now?
You can either roll or take the average, your choices. But yeah, we're going to do it right now.
Rogue is D8, right?
Yeah. That's why I had you roll a D8 to lose HP.
And the average is 5 or 6?
For D8, it's 5.
D8? Okay.
Vesper's rolling.
High roller.
Please.
I'm roll 2.
It's a 5.
Okay,
I got an 8.
Let's go.
I rolled a 2.
Oof.
Yeah. By the way, nothing weird happens with these hit points gained, right?
No, not with these hit points.
Okay, cool. Just double checking because I don't know what's going on.
No. You're good. You're good.
Take that, Freya. I have more health than you.
Oh, no. Freya gains an extra 1,000 HP.
Perfect.
Just kidding.
She's becoming the boss.
The final boss is Freya all along.
Hey.
The final boss is the friends with you.
Listen.
You show up to the final boss and just, hey, listen.
That's where Freya's been for the past 3 days.
Also, we didn't talk about how manly that that owlbear was.
Yeah, there's a little baby owlbear.
My name's Buddy.
My name's Buddy.
I almost told
It literally-
Landito that his name was Buddy.
It literally came up with the name Buddy because you said, "Hi, Buddy. How's it going? What's your name?" That's why it decided its name was Buddy.
Got you. Okay.
It is still a baby, so it doesn't know its name is Landito Jr. yet. But
Awesome. Yeah, we keep traveling.
you keep traveling. Any other conversations you want to have during travel?
So, Blank,
Yeah, Vesper?
you keep turning into cats and dogs and stuff.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
I think
What is that?
I think Stag is kind of rubbing off on me a little bit.
Have you seen Stag do that?
I've seen Stag do that a couple of times, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you can turn into animals? Why are you pulling the cart with your hands? Turn into a horse and pull it.
It's kind of exhausting to do that every once in a while.
Blank, are you a druid then?
I guess, if that's what Stag is. I know he does some of the things that he taught me.
Because I know you use magic, you used it around us before, but if you turn into animals and stuff like that, maybe you and Stag are both druids then. My great grandpa? Maybe it's great grandpa.
I think it's just Grandpa.
No, because that's my mom's parents who were artificers and stuff. I think it's those people's parents that
Okay,
are the
maybe.
druids. My great grandpa is was a druid. I'm pretty sure. If I remember the story straight. Remember elves. This was hundreds of years ago when he was in his prime. So there are stories, but I've never met him.
It's Stag.
Dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun.
My name
I
is
could turn into
Stag
a horse.
De'Hart.
Oh, we are brothers, Blake.
I'm just kidding. Stag is not a De'Hart.
He'll think about it, and he's like, I can't change into that. And as he's doing that, he's going to start changing into being a horse.
Eliza claps her hands and is like, "Woo, let's go, Blank!" And then she starts tying the cart to you.
As she comes over with the rope, he's going to stand up on his back hind legs and what? But it just comes out as nah!
She does the finger point thing and goes, no, down, and then ties the rope around your neck.
I'm going to sit down and then just look at Eliza the entire time.
She ties the
Just
rope to your neck
wide-eyed.
and then pets your mane. Is like, good boy.
So my mane is red, but the main coat is black, and then the bottom of my stomach is brown.
Cool.
What?
Fancy.
This is kind of the theme that I'm having is whatever he's wearing is going to be the spot or the accent that he has on his belly, and then any extra long hairs are going to be red for the red wiring and stuff, and then the rest is just going to be black.
Cool.
'Cause that's
Cool,
It's
cool,
wood.
cool. Eliza goes, hey, is anyone going to mention that I can cast magic now?
I did.
I couldn't cast it earlier, but I can now, and no one's going to talk about that? It's pretty cool.
No, we're good. We don't want to talk about it.
Fine, I don't want to talk about it either.
Blank just starts galloping, not galloping off, but he'll start off at a small gate.
After a bit, Vesper will be like, "All right, how do you learn magic?"
Cassiel will climb into the cart since now we're moving at a faster pace.
All right, cool. She turns back and looks at you, and you see the anime stars in her eyes, and she looks up and clasps her hands at her chest. I prayed to a cheddar, and she granted me magic to cast. And then she shoots out a guidance at Blank, or she touches Blank and gives him guidance again.
That's pretty cool.
It was amazing. And now I'm just as cool as you guys.
I mean, almost.
I don't know. Can you cast guidance? Didn't think so.
I can. Cassiel raises his
I
hand.
cast thaumaturgy, and I make
I can't cast spells in wild shape. No,
You cannot.
Dang it! I wanted to kick the cart and cast guidance.
You could raise your hoof though. Be like.
I cast thaumaturgy and make the wind blow her hair in her face.
Okay, it does, and she's like, and moves it out of her face. It's yeah, I'll get better. I'll
it's
get
not
good.
thaumaturgy. Is it thaumaturgy? I think it's prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, whatever that spell
Prestidigitation.
is.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah.
Cool. She just pushes her hair out of her face and is like, whatever. I'm gonna keep praying, and eventually I'm gonna learn all of the magics. Get so strong, then I'll be able to protect my temple on my own.
That'd be pretty cool.
Watch this. One day I'll be able to do something like this, but around the whole temple. And then she casts Shield of Faith around Blank as a horse. And there's now like a glowing light around you, Blank, and you've got +2 AC for the next 10 minutes.
Let's go.
She goes, yeah, one day I'm going to be able to make a shield like that around the whole temple. Boom, that's right.
As she's talking about the shield spell, you're going to see Blank like, and just like look at the rest of the group and then start veering off the path.
Wait, Blank, you're attached to the cart.
Blank, wait.
And he like looks back at you. That's like just freezing cold. I don't know what that noise was, but okay.
That's also not a horse.
Yeah, no, that's Gungan.
He's now a Gungan, no. He'll neigh at you. We'll
I
take
can
it.
do horse sounds, guys. Blank, where are you going?
He'll neigh at you again. And he's just going to keep going off the path.
Okay, they're gonna follow then. I'm gonna follow.
He's
Okay.
going to go like around a tree and he's going to go to the bathroom. He doesn't realize that the cart is still hooked to him, but he's like, I don't know what else to do, so I'm just going to go off the path.
All right, cool.
Blank, you're a horse. You can just do it while you walk.
The stream like stops and he starts walking again and the stream starts going as he's walking.
Oh my goodness.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
He's a horse.
Can horses pee as they walk or only poo?
I'm not sure about pee.
Yeah, I don't know about pee. I don't
Okay,
know.
we're gonna
Whatever.
move on.
Whatever.
Sorry,
Moving
I
on.
just thought that would be a
Moving
funny
on.
joke. Never mind.
Is it with druids turning into horses and pooping?
Sure would. Your spirit haunts us still. You finish the day up with travel. Get a good night's sleep. Any conversations want to be had over the campfire?
No, I think Vesper's just gonna chill.
The next day you wake up and you are well in the forest and you know you're going to show up in Stagrest probably around like 10 to 12ish. And you begin to travel.
I'll turn into Warhorse again.
Okay,
the
you turn
times
into a
that I
warhorse
can.
again. How long can you stay as a warhorse?
Oh, I think it's wild shape lasts an hour-ish.
I think it's like half your druid level.
Oh. So 2 hours, and then I can do that twice, so 4 hours.
Okay. Are you going to use both?
Yeah, I'll use both to pull the cart.
Okay, you use both and you show up to Stagrest. And when you show up to Stagrest, there is something that you notice. I won't even make any of you roll a perception check for this. In the clearing in the middle of the town, where, all of the deer were the last time you were here, there is a enormous ship. An absolutely massive. It doesn't look like a wooden ship. It is way too long to be a wooden ship and like wide. It's not very aerodynamic. It's almost like a giant frisbee disc in the middle of...
It's a floating saucer?
Kind of, yeah. In the middle of this clearing, just parked there. And when you get there, you see this, and you see there are a ton of halflings moving around everywhere in the city right now.
Has Vesper seen this kind of thing before?
Yes, you have, Vesper. This is one of the Soaring Fleet's bigger transport ships.
Guys, this is a soaring fleet.
Am I still a horse at this point? How long have we been traveling?
Technically, you're still a horse, but it's about to end soon.
Okay.
Whoa, that's crazy. I've only ever seen them from very, very far away.
I wonder what they're doing in a small town like this.
What did Stag do?
Let's go see. And Vesper's gonna pick up the pace.
All right, you pick up the pace, and you're heading over to, what, Stag's Place?
Yeah.
I think is what it's called, Stag's Place.
Blank is going to gallop like full speed, but
Okay.
as they like approach, the wild shape's going to end, and he's just going to fall forward and just like crash in front of
And the cart
place.
runs him over.
Yeah, and the cart just like,
Oof.
yeah.
All right, you slow down, and Eliza will unhook the cart and pull it the rest of the way, and you get outside.
I'll pull it the rest of the way. She can go. It's exciting.
Okay, cool. She's running and looking at all the halflings, like, you're so short, that's so cool.
Eliza, come here.
What? What's wrong? What's going on?
You have to be polite about people's height, okay? You can't just call people short.
You can't?
No.
Oh,
You haven't seen a lot of gnomes or halflings, I guess?
not really, no.
Not all of them are cool with you, like, calling out their shortness, okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
She runs over. Hey, you're so cool. What's this ship? And she's just like talking to the halflings. You pull up to Stag's place, and you see there is actually a group of 4 halflings wearing some kind of metal armor that has like glowing lines tracing through the metal. And they are all holding big metal shields that have those glowing lines through it. And they all have their hands on like hilts at their waist. But they're just hilts, that's all. They're not swords, they're just a hilt. And they see you and they say, "What's your business here? What are you doing?"
This is my dad's place.
He turns and looks at you. "Stag is your father?"
Stag is my dad, yeah.
Knocks on the door and says, sorry. He knocks on the door and says, "Kendra, Stag, your son's here." And the door bursts open, and like the halfling gets like pushed to the side, and Stag's like, "Son, how's it going, son?" And gives you like a huge hug.
I'll return the hug.
All right. He says, "Come in. You have the crystal that I wanted?"
I do, yeah. And then he'll remember
Awesome.
that.
No,
and
wait,
kinda like
don't show anyone. It's a secret. Come in.
Well, he's gonna run out and go get the crystal from the safe.
Oh, okay.
Cassiel catches up at this point.
Yeah.
He is way out of breath because he's exhausted and bad strength.
That's true. You show up, and Eliza comes over at this point and says, "You can just leave the card here. It's fine.
All right.
I'll watch it. I don't want to get in your personal business. I'll watch it, and I'll talk to these halflings. It'll be fun.
All right.
I'll teach them about a cheddar."
Eliza, this is the person I wanted you to meet.
"Do you love a cheddar?" And Stag goes, "Yes, of course I love a cheddar." And they do like the arm grasping meme together, the boom, the power arms, and she goes, a cheddar granted me magic," and Stag goes, "Oh yeah, a cheddar's my wife," and
Blank at this
Eliza
point
is
has
just
unlocked-
like, "That's so cool."
Wait, Stag, I thought you said that plant was your wife.
He immediately like puts 2 hands over the stag's mouth on like that he's wearing on his head, and is like, "Forget I said anything." And then looks at Eliza and says, "You know too much," and puts her in a headlock and drags her into the house.
At this point, Blank is gonna come in with the crystal again from the safe and whatnot.
Okay.
So
Suspicions confirmed. The plant is a cheddar.
All right. Sorry, Blanks. Can you say that again? I was not paying attention.
no, you're good. I go over and I unlock the safe and bring the crystal.
All right. You unlock the safe, and inside the safe, you see a book,
No.
a crystal,
I was worried. No.
a bag of gold, and a note.
He's just gonna he's gonna grab at the book and then grab the crystal.
You see the book is the Manual of Bodily Strength.
At least he didn't leave us hanging for dry.
I'm just gonna drop them both back into the safe.
And the bag is filled with around 4,000 gold.
I was worried he was gonna do that.
And the crystal is the impure one that Landito had. And there's a note, and the note says, "Tee, took your crystal. Sorries. Hope this makes it worth it."
He's just kneeling down in the cart looking at all of this.
Blink, are you okay?
He's not gonna respond.
I'll just walk over and be like, your dad was asking for the crystal. Oh.
This isn't the crystal we bought.
I see that.
What am I gonna do? We just
tell your
spent all this time traveling over this back to Stagrest to give him this, and it's not even the one that he got.
It's okay. It's not even your fault. You got robbed. We got robbed. We'll just tell your dad we got robbed and give him this crystal and say we'll try to get the actual one when we go back.
Stag pokes his head out of the door. "Blank, where bring the crystal.
Coming. Yeah, I'll
Bring
be
your
over in
friends
just
too.
a second.
They know too much.
All right. And he's gonna
Someone's been leaking
quickly
my
grab
secrets."
He's gonna quickly grab the crystal and he'll walk in.
All right, cool. Do you bring anything else out of the safe as well?
He'll bring the book as well.
Okay.
I don't think he'd carry the gold too.
Yeah,
He'll
Cassiel
close the
will
safe too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's lock that gold up. That's a lot of gold to be walking around with.
It is a lot of gold. All right, you walk in and you see a halfling sitting at a table. She has an eye patch over one of her eyes and like gray hair, steel gray hair pulled tightly into a bun. She's wearing like a blue like captain's coat and is sitting on a chair talking to Narya and Eliza. And they're having tea at a table. And Stag is kind of like bouncing around the room holding the potted plant.
So that's a cheddar, huh?
He turns and looks at you and goes, "Shh, quiet! It's a secret!"
Oh, right. Your potted plant is not a cheddar.
Vesper says, "Can I hold her?
That's a weird thing to ask about someone's wife.
You can't hold my wife.
Can I
Blank
talk
is really
to her?"
Sure. And he holds out his arms with the potted plant in it. And Eliza goes, "Wait a minute, that's a cheddar?"
And Vesper pulls out the key
Okay.
and he waves it in front of the plant and goes, "What is this for?"
A little green light shoots out of the plant and hits the key.
Whoa!
Does anything else?
No, that's it. The key, I described the key before. It's like a black rusted metal, right?
Yeah, and it's got like the antlers on the end.
Yeah. It's a little less rusted now. It's still black, but it's not like rusted anymore.
Stag, have you seen this?
He looks at it and goes, "Oh, yeah,
What is it?
that's my wife's.
What is it for?
We can talk about it later.
What?
We've got more important things to do right now. Blink, can I have that crystal, please?"
Blank is just sitting there wide-eyed and jaw-dropped because he was outside when they all said that the plant was a cheddar.
Yeah.
So he's just staring at the plant and Stag.
They were outside when he said that.
Yeah, no, he said it outside.
Oh, he said that outside? I thought he said that in the shop.
No,
No,
he said that outside in front of us. Then he dragged
Eliza
inside.
Never mind. He'll. What would he do now? He would give him the crystal. But
Blank, Stag takes it and goes, "Oh, perfect!" And then just goes for Narya and hands it to her and says, "Here you go. I don't know what to do with this." And Narya looks at it and goes,
Narya, Narya, there's.
Is this the purity of the crystal that they had at the auction? I could have sworn they said it was the purest crystal they've ever seen.
It's not. Well, first we bought the crystal and then we put it in a safe and I thought it was totally fine. And then this short guy decided to like go in, break into the safe, give us this unpure crystal because he wanted that one for his collection. And now we're stuck with a bunch of money, a book that I don't even know how to read, and this crystal that isn't as pure. I tried telling him that he could come and talk to you guys if you guys wanted to barter. And he didn't listen. And
Narya looks down at the crystal and kind of like taps her finger to her mouth for a little while and then says, "Well, Blank, it's not your fault, Blank. You don't need to worry about it. But this is going to add a couple complications to this. Well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, Blank."
But it doesn't sound like it's going to be fine.
She kind of stands up and walks over and kind of like gives you a hug a little bit and is just like, and kind of like strokes your head and is like, "It's okay, Blank. You don't need to worry about it. It wasn't your fault."
Narya, but it was.
You didn't.
You asked me to get that crystal.
You just told me you got robbed.
But I should have been more careful with it.
Well, then tell you what. You can give me the gold and we'll call it even. At that point, there is no problem. After all, the rest of that gold was for you. I don't even know. Why don't you do this? You give me the gold you would have spent on the crystal. How much? What did you buy it for?
Around 3,000.
Okay, well, how much money did he leave you?
He left us 4,000. I think that was what it was.
Yeah. She says, "Okay, well, why don't we do this? You give me 3,000 of the gold, and we'll call it even." I'll go meet this shorty that you were talking about, and I'll beat him up for you.
His name is Landito Tostada.
Sounds delicious. I'll beat him up for you.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to worry about it, little bro. And she just like strokes your head again.
Thanks, Narya.
Of course.
He's gonna hug her.
Yeah. After a little while of you hugging, Stag walks over and hugs both of you. My kids are so beautiful! And strokes both of your heads. And then a little green light shoots out of the plant and hits him in the back of the head. And he goes back and says, You're right. We gotta focus. Narya, what do we do? And Narya says, well, with the impure crystal, we're going to need to wait till tonight. Tonight is the last day of the summer before the fall begins, and that has power in the day. So as the sun sets and the moon rises, that will be the opportune time.
Vesper raises his hand.
She looks over. Yes?
What are you going to do with the crystal?
Yeah, you'll see tonight. And she taps the side of her nose.
Cassiel raises his hand.
She points at you and says, this is not a classroom. You don't need to raise your hand.
Why is there a giant ship outside, and why are these people at your house?
The halfling over sitting on the table raises her hand and says, nah, I can answer that one. You all, how much do you all know? Stag, what have you leaked? And Stag just goes, I don't leak anything. They know nothing from me. And the halfling just sighs, looks up at you and says, my name is Kendra. I am one of the admirals over the Soaring Fleet, and I've been working closely with Stag for the last several years to gather powerful ingredients for a special ritual so that he can have a reuniting with his wife, and we can have a very important conversation.
Wait.
You mean the plant?
Yes, the plant. Of course, and she taps her nose and looks at you and like points. The plant.
Wait. What?
Eliza goes, but he said his wife was a cheddar. Oh, Cheddar's coming back! Woo! She just starts like dancing around the room, doing like fist punches and like karate moves, and like she just can't contain her excitement.
So wait, your intention is to bring a cheddar back?
At this point, Narya says, "Okay, well, we'll see. It was never going to be a permanent solution. It was always going to be temporary, and with this crystal, it might be even more temporary than we were thinking. But it should be enough that we can have a brief, reuniting and potentially learn a little bit about how to bring her back more permanently." And Stag goes, "Nah, I already know how to bring her back more permanently. That's fine. That's not a problem." And Nari just like looks at him. And Stag just like looks at her. And he's like, "What's the problem? We're doing this so she can talk to Kendra. I mean, I was already like, okay, I'm sorry." And Narya is just like, "Dad, you're a real idiot sometimes." And he just goes, "I know." And like the stag head like looks down sadly.
That's so sad.
It like starts to slide on his head and droop even more.
Yeah. But Narya looks up at you guys and says, well, it's only about midday, so you have around 6 to 8 hours. Please, come back. At least Blank, come back. I'm pretty sure Mom would want to talk to you. But you have 6 to 8 hours. Please explore the town, I guess. You could hang out here with us if you want. I'm just going to be talking with Kendra. And maybe that rambunctious one." And Eliza is still just doing like karate punches in the corner. While kind of like screaming as well.
Vesper's just like shell-shocked. Like they're trying to bring back a god. The gods haven't been seen for a long, long, long time.
Vesper, you want to take Eliza and go introduce her to Sharon?
Oh,
Stag goes, "Oh, that's
sure.
That's a good point. Sharon's got to be here too.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
You should tell her to come by as well. Don't tell her why though. It'll be a surprise."
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, Eliza, let's go meet Sharon. I'll show you the shrine here too.
Eliza goes, "Ooh, that's a good idea. I should prep it and pray at it all day to get ready for a cheddar coming back."
Maybe
I'm
we
so
can leave
excited.
some of the statues near it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Like you said, hey, family, come together. That's a good idea.
Yeah. All right, let's go find her.
All right.
We head towards the Kill 'em and Grill 'em.
Okay.
I can't believe I remembered that.
Head over to the Kill 'em and Grill 'em, and you walk in and you see Sharon is kind of being a waitress, but there's not a lot of people there. And when you walk in, a little bell rings at the door, and Sharon says, "Give me 1 second." And then after getting an order, she turns and looks at you and goes, "Vesper, hey, welcome back, buddy. What's going on?"
I just wanted to introduce you to a new friend.
With that, Eliza steps forward and sticks out her hand. My name is Eliza. I am a fan of a cheddar. I heard you were also a fan of a cheddar. Can we talk about a cheddar together? And Sharon's just like, is a little bit shocked, kind of looks at you, Vesper, and like raises her eyebrows.
Believe me, okay? She's made me, like, supplicate to a cheddar. And
With that, Eliza like folds her hands and goes, "We supplicate ourselves towards a cheddar." And Sharon goes, "Yeah, Stag made me do that too."
she's the priestess over at the temple of a cheddar in Stemdale.
"Oh, that's cool. I guess you could kind of call me the priestess of a cheddar here." And Eliza like grabs her hands and is like, "We are going to be best friends."
Are they the same age?
Yeah, they're both 16.
Oh my goodness. They're like my two little sisters.
Yeah, pretty much. That was kind of the point. So I can kill him off later.
No! Alright, I was gonna show her the shrine. Do you have a moment, Sharon?
Yeah, sure. She takes off her apron and like hangs it up. "Dad, I'm headed out with Vesper." And you just see like an arm wave out of the kitchen.
Cool, we head out to the shrine.
All right, cool. You head over to the shrine, and Eliza is just talking the whole time. Actually, she grabs the cart and brings the cart as well. And when you get there, she sets up the other statues and then kind of like does a little bow to each of them and then supplicates herself towards the Acheta statue and begins to pray.
Cassiel is sleeping in the cart.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're there too, I guess, because she brought the cart all the way out
He's
there.
just unconscious.
Yeah.
Blank has grabbed the money and given it to Narya.
Okay. Narya is like, "It's okay, Blank. You don't need to worry about it."
You sure?
"Yes, I'm sure."
This isn't gonna affect the whole
Look,
Acheta thing?
Look, Blank, it's not going to, well, it is going to affect the whole Acheta thing, but all it's going to do is give us a little less time. So maybe she won't be able to answer all of your questions anymore.
I do have a lot of those.
Yeah. So,
Especially now.
hey, speaking of which, when you left, we forgot to give you your box of things.
I have a box of things?
Yeah.
I thought this was the only thing that I had. And he's gonna like tug at the apron
No,
that he's wearing?
that wasn't even yours initially. You got that when you went to the Kill 'em and Grill 'em. No,
Wait.
we've got the rest of your stuff up in my house in a box. Here, come with me.
Okay.
And she walks over to her house and she unlocks the door, walks in. You still see like the cauldron bubbling. She goes, "Ooh, should have put out the fire on that one. It's a fire hazard." Walks into the back room and pulls out a box and puts it down in front of you and says, "Yeah, this is all the stuff that was with you when we found you." And she opens it and you see inside a bunch of trinkets and stuff. You see a big pair of goggles with a crack through one of the lenses. You see a gauntlet that seems to have some kind of etchings and runes carved into it that you don't understand anymore. And it seems to have like a hole where the prism would pop out of your hand. So it's almost like the prism could pop out and like fit into this gauntlet. And there's other stuff as well, including some like basic leather clothing and armor that are very singed and burned.
He'll just sort through the
And there's
different
some
things.
random like cogs and joint pieces. And she like lifts up one of them and is like, "Yeah, this one was in your knee. Not really sure if it was supposed to go back or not.
Oh my gosh.
But Stag said it was fine, that a cheddar would bless you. So yeah, I guess if your knee's been working, we don't need to put that back." She puts it back in the box.
He like grabs the gear again and is just looking at it.
No, it was one of the joints that was from
It
your
was
knee.
one of the joints?
There's like a bunch of loose screws and gears, but there's only like one or two big joints.
Okay, he'll grab the knee joint and kind of just like twist it around in his hand. But
Yeah, Narya like scratches the back of her neck for a second. It's like, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall and we couldn't put him back together, you know?
well, you were the one that put me back together, right?
I mean, I did my best, but as you can see, I couldn't fit all the pieces back together.
He's gonna hug her.
All right, she hugs you back.
And they both cry.
She doesn't cry.
Okay, well, Blank cries.
Okay. She just hugs you and pats you and is like, it's okay.
Just
it's
ruins her outfit with sap.
The back side of her is just covered in this sap from
her outfit's already covered in like potion goop, so like it doesn't really matter. We're gonna jump forward.
Vesper definitely would have told Sharon about the whole Channel thing.
Okay, Sharon freaks out and Eliza's like, oh good, I wasn't gonna be able to keep that a secret. And starts talking about that and how excited she is. Jumping forward to that sunset, that sundown, you all are in, not even in Stag's place, you're actually in Narya's place. And the big bubbling potion over the thing is still bubbling. And now she's throwing in other ingredients that Kendra, the halfling, is handing to her. The only people in this room are Cassiel, Vesper, Blank, Narya, Stag, Eliza, Sharon, and Kendra. Just you 8. And as Narya throws different weird-looking ingredients into the pot, she begins to chant, and Stag goes, quickly, quickly, everyone, we've got to pray to a cheddar, it'll help the power. And he starts to like bow down and start like praying, and Eliza immediately joins, and Sharon hesitantly kneels down behind them.
Yeah, Vesper hesitantly takes one knee as well.
Okay,
Cassiel just stays standing.
all right.
Blank is gonna stand, but he's gonna listen to Stag and kind of confusedly move his arms around the same motions.
Stag looks at you for a second. He's like, Blank, please, you have the most energy out of all of us. I need you to help pray. Well, not out of all of us, not me. I'm so powerful. Anyways, please, you need to pray too. Just get on your knees. I know I showed you this. You probably forgot. Get on your knees. I'll teach you how. It'll be a father-son bonding moment.
He'll get on his knees and
All right.
smile a little bit.
He teaches you how to pray. And you all begin to pray.
Cool, pray.
Roll me religion checks, everyone except for Cassiel. Because Cassiel's not praying.
Dang it, my religion is a -1, so it's 18. That's still a good roll.
15.
All right. You pray for probably around 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, Narya, who's been holding the magicite crystal the whole time, puts it into the pot. And it steams and smoke shoots everywhere in the room.
This is a Voldemort moment right here.
And out of the pot crawls... No. The steam fills the room, and for a second you can't see anything. And then the steam begins to move, focus around a potted plant. And the potted plant begins to glow. And floats in the middle of this steam. And the steam begins to solidify and forms a beautiful high elf woman with a cat's tail, goat legs, gazelle horns, and cat eyes. She is wearing what looks to be a dress made out of leaves and vines. And she's there. A cheddar. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much,
That's crazy.
everybody, for listening. I hope you liked this cliffhanger, and I'm sure you're going to really want that episode for next week.
It's Blank's mom.
Yeah, it's my mom.
It's your mom. But hey, thank you. If you like cliffhangers, like everyone does, go leave us a 5-star review. Or if you just like, the story we're making, leave us a 5-star review. That really helps, and we'd love to give you a shout out and read your review on air. You also can reach us and talk to us on Discord or Instagram or Facebook or email. at channeldivinypodcast@gmail.com, and the other ones are all in the episode description, so I don't need to have them memorized, which is a good thing. But that's all for this week. Thank you so much. Next episode should be the finale. I'm Trent. I'm the DM who's happy about giving you cliffhangers. And going around the table I have...
I'm David, and I play Cassiel De'Hart.
Dean, and I play Vesper Ravenwing.
I'm Gordon, and I play Blank.
And we'll see you all next week.
Keep tuning in.